Okay, if you're having a hard time getting started with Project 2, I usually do, if this was in class, I usually do number 1 as a class together up on the board just to get people started off in the right direction if they're not sure exactly what it means. So I wanted to make this video. In part 1, we're looking at longer product rules. So in number 1 there, we're asked to uh, we're going to find a formula for f times g times h, the derivative. And my hint there, I say, think of the first part as fg and the second part as h. So here's how it's going to work. We're gonna have to apply the product rule twice. The first one, we think of f and g as one thing and h as the second. So together they make the first and the second. Okay, so if we do the first product rule, and then within that larger product rule, there's going to be another product rule for f times g. Okay, so here's how this would work. It's kind of doing the steps. So we would need, I'm going to show you all my work. The product rule says the derivative of the first part. So I'm going to write d over dx fg, and we'll do that in a moment, times the second part left alone, and then plus the first part times the derivative of the second part. And well, here, the derivative of the second part, I'm just going to call it h prime. Okay, so that's the larger product rule, but within this, there's another product rule here, the derivative of f times g. And well, that's just the familiar product rule of two functions, right, where we have a first and a second. So this is f prime g plus fg prime, and then that's being multiplied by h. And then here we've got fg h prime. Okay, so there's our larger product rule and then our product rule within that. Then it says to simplify. So we've taken the derivative, now we want to simplify. How can we simplify? Distribute the h. F prime g h plus fg prime h plus fg h prime. That is the answer to number 1. Okay, so in number 2, you're looking at 4 functions, f, g, h, and I. And so when you do that one, we're not going to do it together, but just so we're clear how this works, f, g, h, I, one way to think of it is fg is the first part, hi is the second. And so we'll do a product rule between these, and then, but each one of those parts are going to require another product rule. There's going to end up being 3 product rules in number 2. Hopefully this, doing number 1, clears it up for you. Okay, that's all I want to say.